Hey man, hey man, I got a little story for y'all, a little blind date story. This blind date did not occur in Miami. This was at a point in time where I was living in Zurich, Switzerland. Very beautiful country. One of my most favorite places to chill. Really nice, real beautiful. If you ever have a chance, try to put Switzerland, Schweiz, Swiss. I don't know how to say it in Romansh, but anyway, you want to put that on your bucket list. Really cool place to chill. So I was there, right? Your homie was single. Hey man. Your homie was single, right? So I was like, let me explore the territory. Let me explore the territory up in here and see what the dating scene's like. So this was like some early days of social media action. You know what I'm saying? Social media wasn't that crazy. People were not into self-validation so hard. It was all about communicating and everything. So anyway, I was on this dating site, blah.com anyway. And I met this chick. From the pictures, everything was like looking all nice and everything. Like, I was like, oh shit. And I spoke to her on the phone. She spoke English. I was like, damn, this is perfect. And she spoke perfect English, like American English, and she could switch to British English and shit like that. And I was like, hey, what do I have to lose, I got a couple L's, and I got the car, so let's do it. So we decided to meet at a meeting point. And this meeting point was in front of I think she said McDonald's. It just was in another smaller town. Shit, I got cut off, man. Cut off, man. Hey, man. Can't be getting cut off. What you doing, friends? What you doing, man? Frizzy, what you doing? Hey, man. So, where did I leave off? Yeah, the pictures were looking nice. She spoke perfect English. And I was like, hey, what do you got to lose, man? Hey, man. Frizzy, what do you got to lose? What do you have to lose? So anyway, she was like, let's meet in front of the McDonald's. It was like the meeting point near the train station and everything. I was like, all right, cool. Jumped in the car, already freshed out, had some L's. I think I had some brewskis in the back trunk too. Anyway, when I got there, I was waiting for her. Then I turned around and I saw a woman next to me. She looked totally different from the picture she had posted on her profile. That shit was kind of crazy because the picture I saw was like about 100 pounds less toned out. It was a little old. That should have been the first clue. That's why I really fucked up, because I didn't do a self-assessment of this photo analyzation. I got caught up. So anyway, I'm like, whatever, your homie Frizzy Bone Jones, aka Frizzy, was like, you know what? Let me just go have fun. But and in a way, I was like, she's kind of wrong for misleading. You know what I'm saying? She's kind of wrong. She was a business. She would have got sued. So I was like, all right, we jump in her car. My car, your car. Boom, jump in her car. We start driving. It was like nighttime, of course. Like, it was dark. And she started driving through the countryside. You saw like in between, through the cornfields. Like, you saw like cornfields on one side, cornfields on another side. Ain't the first time I had some crazy in the night driving like that. I think that happened once in Jamaica. But that was some high speed action. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of dangerous too. And so anyway, we driving and stuff. And as we're getting closer, I'm like, where's she taking me? Is she ready to chop some heads off? What's going on, man? She ready to chop some heads off, or like, where's she taking me? Am I about to be Miss Jeffrey Dahmer's entree, perhaps dessert, and appetizer? I was like, man. But I was like, hey man. But all that stopped because I started to hear the boom, 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 boom coming from a distance. This was like a club type bar in like the middle of nowhere. I couldn't believe it. I was like shocked. I think they put the club in like a farm or something. They just like transformed the place into like some party action central. In the next canton, like Canton Schwitz, like the locality. I don't even know. I can't break this down to you. It's gonna take too long. But anyway, as she's parking the car, I'm looking at the window, and I see people sticking their heads out the window, and I was like, hold on, this is nothing but girls. And I'm like, these girls looking kind of crazy, man. They looking kind of crazy. So I was like, okay, Fritz, get ready. Frizzy, get ready, man. This shit about to be crazy. So we walked up in there, and it was like nothing but girls up in that club. I was like, what? Where did she take me? And I don't have nothing against big girls, but she was like extra chunky from what the picture was portraying. And I was like, damn, this shit kind of crazy, man. She was looking like probably like a little 250, but she was like short. So, all that weight was distributed evenly and it was compact. And I was like, damn, Then she ends up taking me to a place where like, it was like mad up in there. I'm like, what? So I stepped up to the bar. I stepped up to the bar, and the bartender looks at me. And he gave me that look like, I see you. And I was like, oh my God. I wasn't even thinking of anything crazy, like what type of place is this? But I was kind of shocked. And so we was drinking some brewskis at the bar, taking a couple shots, and I noticed, like, as I'm talking to her, we was having a good time talking. It was fun, it was chill, and I noticed somebody kept looking at me from a distance, and I was like, I was trying to ignore it because I don't know. I usually stand out in the crowd, so. In Europe, like no matter where I'm at, like I do stand out. There's some type of weird attraction when people want to come talk to me and stuff like that. And it always turns out good. But this time, from a distance, somebody was staring. They had their eyeballs on focus. And I was like, okay, try to play it cool, Fritz. Then another dude starts staring. The dude next to him. I'm like, what? I'm like, hell no. And she noticed that I was distracted because I wasn't listening to her anymore. And she turned around and she ran towards the guy. She's like, I could hear the music was like blasting. So she went over to the guy and started hitting him and everything. Hitting. I mean, dude was like old and shit, like senior citizen action, some silver hair and stuff like that. And at the time, like she was 32. She came back. She's like, that's my dad and my brother. I'm like, what? I'm like, say what? Man. Moral of the story. Don't trust what you see.